What makeup do you have in your stash that you are not using and that you need to use more often? If that sounds like something you're interested in knowing more about, then make sure you stick around. Hey everybody, and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Sheena, and makeup is like therapy for me. Today we're gonna do another shop your stash and see what all makeup I have that I can use and do a full face of makeup with everything from my stash. So I'm gonna grab my camera, get it turned around, and we're gonna get started. So I've grabbed out these two primers from my empties project because I definitely want to work on using them up, so I thought that would be a great start for today. And let's see, I kind of have a longer day, so I kind of want to go with something that I know is going to last well throughout the day. I'm going to use the KVD Good Apple Concealer, and I think I'm actually going to use this Tarte Amazonian Clay foundation because I have a pretty long day and it will last pretty well. Actually, I'm going to grab a powder out of my empties as well because I want to use one. I'm going to grab this Too Faced Peach Perfect powder because one, I want to use it up, and two, I know that it will help my makeup last throughout the day. Okay, last week I used this clay, and I have actually used it a lot this week for contour, but I think this week I want to use this Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer because I have not used this in forever. Because I am wearing a hot pink shirt today, I think I want to go with a hot pink blush just to kind of go along with my shirt. And for highlight, I'm going to use one of the shadows, or I'll show you. I think I want to use Strawberry Moon right there in the middle. Now let's see, I kind of want to go into these 5-pan ColourPop palettes because I have a good many of them and I've been using them a good bit lately, but I still have some, like this one that hasn't been used. Yeah, I think I want to use this one today. What color is this? Too hot. I think I want to use it with my all-time favorite palette, Plain Jane Remastered. I absolutely love this palette. Let's look and see about finding an eyeliner. I usually don't pick my eyeliner out ahead of time, but I think I'm gonna go with this hot pink because today hot pink is just kind of my thing. So for a setting spray, I'm just gonna stick with the setting spray that I have been using. And for the mascara, I'm going to stick with Lash Freak because I'm just really struggling with this Man-Eater mascara. I don't know how much more of it I'm going to continue to use. And I think for lips, we'll go with this Kylie lip. It is called February Babe. And I'm not going to do anything with my brows today. I do want to get out my glitter glue. I think that's everything that I need, and I'm ready to get started. Okay, I'm just going to start out by putting a little bit of this Tarte Timeless primer on my nose and right around it. I have really big pores on my nose, and this helps to just fill them in. I'm just gonna take some of this Tarte base tape and rub it around on the rest of my face. I love the way this smells. It reminds me of the beach. It smells so good. And even though it is fall here in Alabama, the temperature does not match. It was almost 100 degrees in Alabama on the first day of fall. So I'm wearing shorts and a long sleeve shirt because I want it to feel like fall, but it's not. This is my favorite like full coverage foundation for my oily skin, and I haven't used it a ton recently because of it being so hot, but I do really like it, and I do think it looks really good on my skin. I totally just thought I was filming and wasn't filming, but all I missed was applying makeup. I mean, applying powder, so that's okay. I forgot to turn off my alarm and set my phone for filming before I got started, so my alarm went off. Oops, but it's okay. Now I've got my powder on, and I am ready to do my bronzer. And I'm going in with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is in color Sunkissed. I've had this bronzer forever, and I used it a lot when I first got it, and then I just kind of quit using it, and I don't know why. Because I do really like it, so I don't know, I guess because I got other ones I like. Oh my goodness, I forget how good this butter bronzer smells. I might have to go lay down at the lake today and work a little bit. Maybe I can get a little sun on my legs. Ooh, that's looking a little much. We might need to buff it out a little bit over here. And because I went bold like all the way around where I normally don't do that, I think for my brush I'm going to use a more, for my blush I'm going to use a more fluffy brush, so then it will be a little lighter and it won't be as bold on my cheeks. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do enjoy a bold blush, but I went bold all the way around today, so I think that looks not too bad. Really enjoying doing these Shop My Stash each week and just using some makeup that's in my stash, showing you kind of some of the things that I have and how you can use some of these items, just kind of different ways to use them, because I mean, I don't want it to go bad before I use it up. And generally every time I put on makeup I'm filming, because I'm filming shorts like every day, so I just kind of want to make sure I'm not forgetting the makeup that I have. And I've been on a no-buy this year, so I've been having to use makeup that's already in my stash, which I don't mind. I enjoy the makeup that I already have in my stash, but it makes it so that I do have to do some type of video that includes things I already have, so Shop My Stash sounds really good to me. Okay, now I'm going to use this palette, and so I think I'm actually only going to use one matte in this palette and one shimmer in this palette. So I'm going to start off with this matte right here, and that is Flirt. And almost every shadow in this palette has an eye safety warning, or has, yeah, an eye safety warning. And with this, it's really just because of the pigment and just because it can stain your eyelids. This palette, like, actually the lid is broke on it, and I've never even used it before. I think I got it for like really cheap when ColourPop had a sale. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Okay, so I went ahead and applied some glitter glue off camera. I'm going to spray my brush just because I'm using a shimmer, and I'm going to use, in this palette, the Ivy. I'm going to put that all over my eyelids. I wasn't really sure how crumbly, how dry or buttery this palette or these shimmers may be, which is why I did it like this. This is how I kind of like to use some of my multi-chromes, is putting down another shimmer underneath all over my eyelid, or even a matte. I like to put down some type of base for them, and especially if I want them to like really pop, I'll do this. I think for today's look, I'm going to use AC11. And I'm just going to wet my brush a little bit and then just put it on top of that shimmer. With this one, I probably could have not used the shimmer underneath, but sometimes I'll use something different, and having that color underneath, I just like how it makes it stand out more. And then for my inner corner highlight, I'm going to use ACI 10. And again, I'm just going to wet my brush. To decide if I still want to use this pink eyeliner or if I want to use a white one. I kind of think I want to use a white one. Give it just a little bit of contrast. Yeah, I think that looks good. I think the white was definitely what I needed to do instead of using more pink. I mean, I guess you could get to have too much pink. Really happy with how today's look is coming out. I should have already put some setting spray on. Yep, those hot pink eyes are gorgeous. I'm gonna put on a little bit of lip gloss. I think that's perfect. What do y'all think? Yep, I am loving this look and loving using some of my makeup. Like, you know, when I saw this palette, I loved it, I wanted it, and I'm so glad I got it because it looks so good. And I mean, all of it has just come together perfectly. The colored highlighter, oh, I love it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell beside it so you don't miss any of my future uploads. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys.